Servus und herzlich willkommen zu einem weiteren Livestream Greedfall. So, wir sind hier stehen geblieben. Eine Heilung für den Malikor. So, schon jemand da? Noch nicht. Aber kommen bestimmt noch der ein oder andere. Machen wir dabei weiter.
Ongos,
What do you want, Renaixi?
I found your seal. It was indeed near the river.
My heart thanks you. You are a Renaixi like no other. The Tirna Hachkadaktas would have been angry if I had lost it. The Tirna Hachkadaktas went into the sacred bosque. She goes often there to meditate.
And where could I find this bosque?
To the west of the village, into the heart of the woods. There is a passage between the rocks that gives access. Be wary. This is an untamed place where the animals are wild and numerous.
Ah ja.
I must leave.
So, gucken wir gleich mal. Eieiei. Jo. So. Schauen wir mal.
Do it! You cannot enter here. It is the dwelling of the Tirna Hachkadaktas.
Very well. I'll be on my way.
Ah, oh, okay, gut. Also ich muss außen rumlaufen. Wir sie immer gleich pissig werden, hey. Mann. Ja, wieder an der Wurzel. Ne, am Stein hängen geblieben diesmal. Ganz toll. Hui, Monster! Da geht's her. Hier. Und hier. Jawohl. Ja, komm. Boom. Und weg mit euch. So. Na. Sammel heute das Zeug auf. So. Wieder falsche Taste. Ah. Ja, in den meisten Spielen ist es halt so. L3 reindrücken, dann fangen sie das Laufen an. Wo bin ich? Hilfe! Ah ja, genau, jetzt kommen wir da nicht mehr raus, oder? Ja, ja doch, hier. Ah, jetzt sind wir wieder hier, okay. Weil ich ja immer in jede Ecke schauen muss. Schlimm ist das mit mir wieder mal. Aber man weiß ja nie. Könnte wieder irgendwo eine Kiste versteckt sein. Auch wenn in den Kisten meistens Schrott drin ist. Was ich nicht ganz verstehe. Aber, naja, was soll's. Ah, das ist, da geht's weiter. Okay. So wie es aussieht. Ja, genau. Hier wollten wir nachgucken. Und nebenbei immer schön Materialien sammeln.
Naja, Lederhirsch. Und hier wohl nix momentan. Na hier, immer schön sammeln hier. So. Ja, das soll jetzt auch erstmal gewesen sein von der Sammeltour. Gehen wir weiter. Ja, ich muss immer wieder sagen, ey, das haben sie gut gemacht. Oh, Fähigkeitenaltar. Hihihihi. Geflügel. Weg mit dir. Weg. Die Spucken. Weg mit euch. Igitt. Mistviecher. Komm, nehmen wir nicht. Oh, schnappen wir uns noch schnell den Fähigkeitenpunkt. Yay. Wie viele Punkte habe ich denn jetzt? 2, das ist gut. Was wollte ich denn eigentlich freischalten? Das oder das? Ich glaube das. Bin mir jetzt aber nicht sicher. Ich glaube schon, dass es das war. Ich denke mal schon, dass das war. Ja, ich kann es ja noch 3-mal zurücksetzen, wenn es ist. So. Haben wir jetzt hier noch ein Fragezeichen? Ja, weiter oben. Da ist es wieder ein Lagerbereich. Mal gucken, ob wir da jetzt halt schon so hinkommen. Ganz weit außen rumgehen. Wenn wir da jetzt nichts aktivieren. Eisen. Ja, das sieht gut aus. Hey Reinhold, schön, dass du da bist. Und Markus, du bist auch dabei. Schön. Wie geht's euch?
Mal weiter rauf hier. Genau, bis hierhin. 3 von 5. Ja. Sag mal. Haben wir denn noch welche? Ah ja, hier. Wo ich nicht raufkomme. Ja, vielleicht kommt man ja so außenrum noch hin. Wer weiß. Gucken wir mal. Na komm, hoch mit dir. Ja, soweit passt schon alles, Reinhold. Soweit passt schon alles. Oha. Oha. Aha, da ist wieder so eine verschlossene Tür. Ja, können wir wieder einen Aktivierungsstein reinpacken. Okay. Gut, dann hätten wir das schon mal geklärt. Oha.
You are not welcome here tonight, sir.
I regret troubling your rest. My name is Disarde. I am a legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Mev, daughter of Morrigan, daughter of Cardwin. What is a legate? And what could he want from me?
I am an emissary, a representative of my nation. I've come to speak to you about a cure.
Of what cure do you speak? You do not show signs of sickness.
I'm not. But on our continent, many people are dying from a terrible plague. We have named the sickness the Malachor. And none of our doctors have been able to heal anyone taken ill. We have heard talk from some of your people of a cure that is so powerful that it can heal almost anything. You would be.
You must share with us the formula. Too many lives are at stake.
You come here to my home, and you command me to help you. Arrogance. Renoixe.
Please forgive us, I beg your pardon. We have seen so many people die of this affliction.
Tierna hach gedachtas. I ask you to forgive these foreigners. They do not know our customs, but their intentions are peaceful. They seek a remedy to heal their people with conviction.
And what is the Donegad of our people doing with these invaders? What do you seek in their company?
Understanding, Tierna, and to learn for the good of our people.
You truly think there is anything the Renaixe could teach of any value? They come here to rape our lands, as did those who came before them long ago.
This miraculous cure that we've heard talk of, could you share the formula with us?
You are either completely crazed or foul liars. None of this makes sense.
But
Enough! I have lost enough time with your lies and your foolish thoughts. I do not know what you truly want from me, but I will not be used like some puppet.
Ja, Vollgas Action hier. Boom. Boom. Weg mit dir. Falle. Oh. Schade. Ja, die Zeit totschlagen, Markus. Die Zeit totschlagen. So. Ah, jetzt. Dachte ich mir schon, dass das jetzt halt so weitergeht, dass es darauf hinausläuft, dass wir jetzt dann auf müssen. Aber, man weiß es nie 100%. Oh, Lagerbereich haben wir ja schon. Ja, recht viel mehr kann man nicht machen. Ja, dachte ich mir doch. Also sobald die Musik anders wird, kannst du davon ausgehen, dass Gegner kommen. Ja, kommt. Kommt. Komm, rein in die Falle. Boom. So, müssen wir wieder alles einsammeln hier. So. Ah ja.
There is residue. It looks as if something had been placed here. These roots are so interwoven and taut that it's impossible to get through them. She passed through here, there's no doubt about it. But how was she able to get past these roots? This stone stele has something to do with the entry of the grotto. But how? This is obviously island magic. Some sort of ritual. The roots must open if one places the proper offering on the altar stone. I wonder if Ongos, the Voglendai, will know how this works.
Ah, schön, werden wir gleich wieder hierhin teleportiert.
Were you able to meet the Tierna Kadaktas?
Yes, but to my grave disappointment, she fled before I could expose my arguments.
Yes, many strangers have tried to capture her many times. She must have decided you were one of them.
I'm once again in need of your assistance. I must take the passage blocked by a door of roots.
You had the honor of speaking with my mistress. If she chose to follow the sacred passage, then it is that she had nothing more to say to you. Why would I share with you the understanding of the ritual that protects her?
I promise that I mean her no harm. I just need to expose as best I can the problem at hand. Her help is truly necessary. Thousands of lives are at stake.
Tell me more.
My people have fallen prey to a serious illness, which has almost certainly taken my own mother by now. If we do not quickly find a remedy, we shall all follow her to the grave. But the Tierna Hach Kadachtas can help us. We are sure of that. She will know of a remedy able to heal this sickness that plagues us.
You have already spoken with her and she left. If she chose to run from you, then she judged your intentions less pure than you attempt to show.
Listen, I was able to meet the Tierna Hach thanks to you. But I haven't the slightest clue why she fled in the middle of our conversation. I sincerely believe that there was a misunderstanding. You know that I mean her no harm. If I were simply given a chance to explain, I'm certain that she would understand.
You must feed the offering ward to enter into the passage and meet her once again.
I need to place a seed on the stone steely, don't I?
Yes, you must make this offering. I cannot tell you from which plant it is given, but there is a chance there are more in her dwelling. I will let you enter this one time, but treat her dwelling with respect, I ask you.
Thank you for your help.
Do not be so eager to thank me. The place you enter is ripe with dangers. As do all sacred places, it defends itself with the wild beasts that it fosters. This passage leads to a forest where the ancestors of the Tierna Hach Kadaktas makes her home.
And why should I fear the ancestor?
Have stories of the Nadaig been shared with you? In your language, you would call them guardians.
Yes, I even encountered one. She was magnificent.
Then you know of what I speak.
I must leave.
So. Jetzt können wir da rein. Oh, Blut! Immer her mit dem Zeug. Da ist noch was. So.
All these crushed plants and these powders. She must have been preparing a potion. It might be the miraculous remedy. To be so close and yet to have no idea what to do with all this.
With more time, I could study all of these components and perhaps...
Well, I doubt that Ongus will give us a chance to study this. We need to find the Tierna Hach. All of this is extremely interesting, but alas, it won't help me open the root passage. This bark is covered with little symbols. It looks like some sort of writing, though I've been led to believe the natives have no written language.
The Donegada use these symbols amongst themselves, and only they understand their meaning. It is a secret and sacred language. I cannot reveal to you what the bark contains without breaking my bond.
Can you at least tell me if they speak of a passage, a seed?
No. I would have told you.
All of this is extremely interesting, but alas, it won't help me open the root passage. This plant looks familiar. I saw some not far from here. Unfortunately, it's lost its seeds.
I've already come across this flower. It is very rare, even for such an island as Teerfredi.
This looks like a collection of skulls from various animals. I wonder what purpose they serve.
These skulls symbolize the animals. Through some rituals, we greet them. We thank them for feeding and dressing us, so that the next hunting season, they will once again give us the weak amongst their herds.
I don't see any seeds here. The only clue we have is this plant. Let's try to find some other flowers. It might be their seed that opens the passage.
Ah ja.
Okay, gut. Dann schauen wir mal, dass wir da nochmal so eine Blume finden. Okay.
All these flowers. These flowers are similar to those we found in the dwelling of the Nach, and they bear seeds.
Those are the offering seeds we need to open the root passage. We should go try them.
A seed to part the roots. I'll admit that it is poetic, but completely defies all logic.
We have what we need. Let's go back to the stone stele.
So, hier lang. Ja, schön. Wirklich schön gemacht alles. Ja. Immer rauf, immer rauf. So. Jetzt kommen wir hoffentlich in die Höhle rein. Und durch die Höhle kommen wir hoffentlich dort zu den anderen Fragezeichen hin.
And there.
Boah. Schön. Ja, jetzt gehen wir da in die Höhle. Jetzt sind wir da in die Höhle rein. Ja, da hinten.
Oh, what an amazing place. I'd love to have enough time to explore it. I might discover some secrets of the natives' exceptional knowledge.
Be respectful. We are in a sacred passage, which is for initiation and meditation.
We did not come to defile this place, and we do well to hurry. The Nach Kadaktis has quite the head start.
Ah. Klopf, klopf. Boom. Juhu, Level up. So, wieder ein Fähigkeitenpunkt. Schön. Packen wir den da rein. Mal kurz was gucken. Ah, die Rüstung hat Wissenschaft +1. Na, das läuft doch. Handschuhe am Handwerk. Wobei, die brauchen wir jetzt gerade nicht. Packen wir die besseren wieder drauf. Alles klar, Markus. Dann wünsche ich euch einen guten Appetit und lasst es euch schmecken. Hui, Geflügel. Ja, wieder spuckendes Geflügel. Okay, wir müssen hier hinter. Aber wir schauen jetzt mal, was in der Richtung. Wir schauen jetzt mal, was rechts ist. Sofern wir da durchkommen überhaupt. Aha. Boom. Ein versteckter Raum. Der wo uns aber wieder dahin führt, da wo wir hin wollen. Oder hin müssen, sagen wir es mal so. Ui, Geflügel. Wow. Ich hab doch gesagt, ihr sollt es unterlassen. Also von oben runter geschnellt zu kommen. Na komm. Weg mit dir. Nein, noch mehr Geflügel. Na, geh her. Ja, das ist jetzt mal eine große Höhle, hey. Wahnsinn. Hui. Was haben wir denn hier? Große Sense. Hui. Oha. Ist wieder so eine Götterstatue von denen. So, dann folgen wir uns mal den Weg weiter hier. Kuckuck. Boom. Na komm. Hierher. Hierher. Mistvieh. Na komm, in die Falle rein. Komm. Also mit der Taktik haben es die NPCs nicht. Aber egal. Aha. Guck mal so runter. Oder kann man runter? Ah, stimmt, da waren wir ja vorher, sind wir vorhin vorbeigelaufen. Jetzt. Mann, 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 Mann. Jedes Mal wieder, ey. Ah. Na, wir schauen uns noch hier ein bisschen um. Guten Morgen. Hehe. Oh. Wieder so ein Altar. Ah. Interessant. Ah. Shortcut. Ah, gut zu wissen. Wirklich gut zu wissen. Ja, was ist denn mit euch hier? Ihr bleibt da hängen oder wie? Einer nach dem anderen durch. Nicht beide gleichzeitig. Hündchen! Ah ja. Kommt man da überhaupt drüber? Aha, ja. Stärke 2 benötigt. Wenn ich das jetzt also vorhin nicht geskillt gehabt hätte noch, dann wäre ich da gar nicht rübergekommen. Wirklich interessant. Aber da gibt es ja einen anderen Weg auch noch. Einen längeren Weg zwar, aber das ist ja egal im Endeffekt. Das Ziel ist wichtig. Haben wir jetzt 2 Ausgänge oder wie? Ne, das ist der eine. Ja, holla, die Waldfee ist das riesig hier. Oh, Ralf. Ja genau, kommt's noch. Boom. Boom. So muss das laufen. So und nicht anders. RIP. Ah, jetzt sind wir schon am Ausgang. Schön. Schön, schön, schön. Ja, geht gut, da waren wir jetzt nicht so, aber es ist ja egal. Da lag ja wahrscheinlich sowieso nichts. Gucken wir mal, wo wir da rauskommen. So, wo sind wir jetzt? Ja, das schaut doch gut aus. Das sieht sogar sehr gut aus.
I hope she didn't hide in this forest. Finding her here would be quite troublesome.
Oh. Ha!
It is an ancient and holy forest. A powerful place. There must be a Nadaig here. We should be careful.
Ah, es fällt von der Expedition hier nur noch eine Dings. Schön. Oh, es ist schon Bombe gemacht, also herrlich. Auch mit dem Lichteinfall und alles, das ist sagenhaft. Ja, das sieht sehr gut aus. Das sieht wirklich gut aus. Schauen wir mal. Oder? Ist das bloß der Bereich? Und für den brauchen wir wirklich da Stärke 3 zum Raufklettern. Naja, zumindest den einen Bereich hier kriegen wir. So, ich werde mein Lager aufschlagen hier. 4 von 5. Gut. Dann brauche ich... gucke ich mal kurz. Ab Level 33 gibt es den nächsten Talentpunkt. Eieieiei. Ab 32 gibt es wieder ein Attribut. Ab 31. Ab 30 wieder ein Fähigkeitenpunkt. Ja, Fähigkeitenpunkte gibt es eigentlich bei jedem Level. Da brauchen wir nicht drüber reden. Was haben wir da eigentlich freigeschaltet jetzt? Gesalbte Waffen. Ermöglicht die Anwendung von alchemistischen Präparaten auf Waffen, was den nächsten Treffern einen Effekt hinzufügt. Oh. Oh. Das hört sich doch nicht schlecht an. Aber brauchen wir halt 2 Punkte wieder. Genauso wie beim Werfen. Das war natürlich auch nicht schlecht. Eine Ausweichrolle. Erhöht durch alle Angriffe erzeugten Zorn. Erhöht den durch Gegnerangriffe erzeugten Zorn. Oh! Erhöht den Schaden, den von hinten ausgeführte Angriffe an Feinden verursachen. Oh! Erhöht den Zorn, den von hinten ausgeführten Angriffe gegen Feinde erzeugen. Ja, warum nicht? So, aber wieder zum Thema. Warum uns? Wir haben doch nichts gemacht. Wir sind einfach nur zur falschen Zeit am falschen Ort gewesen. Oh. Hey, hallo. Ja, lasst uns heute mal da rauskommen. Genau, jetzt hätte es auf mich abgesehen, ey. Na komm. Wow!
We didn't want this fight. Why? Why?
In order to capture and extract from her what we need. To examine her. Dissect her, if necessary. You have done us a great service, guiding us directly to her.
Are you saying that...
Even if the creature has concocted some remedial potion, it is not the song we came for, but the bird. She leads the sorcerers of this island. She knows how they transform, and from where their powers originate. Our scientists think that the remedy is there, in their pseudo-magic, and in their mutation. Thank you for bringing her to us, and ridding us of the monster.
Do you think I'm going to allow you to manipulate me?
I don't think anything. Apologies, Excellency. But you are going to die tragically from a stray bullet intended for the monster.
Ah ja. Balkans, Servus, schön, dass du da bist. Und Peaceful, hi, grüß dich. Ja, jetzt wird's wieder wärmer. Und man kann nichts machen. Außer auf dem Balkon sitzen oder im Garten.
Mercy, Your Excellency, I surrender.
Was machen wir? Der man töten oder lass man leben? Oh je, du Arme. Ja, wahrscheinlich Allergie. Ja, Leute, was meint ihr? Töten oder leben lassen?
Okay, peaceful ist für leben lassen. Hi, nix later. Schön, dass du da bist. Du bist für töten, okay. Jetzt steht's 1-1. Jetzt Ich brauche noch eine dritte Meinung. Oder eine vierte. Na? Ja, 1-1, das ist es ja. Ich bräuchte noch eine Meinung oder zwei. Ja, ich weiß halt jetzt bloß nicht, was besser ist. Wenn ich ihn leben lasse, dann verschlechtert das wahrscheinlich den Ruf zu den Eingeborenen. Wenn ich ihn töte, dann verschlechtert das den Ruf zur Brückenallianz. Das ist schwierig gerade. Das ist sehr, sehr schwierig. Ah ja, komm. Scheiß die Wand an. Mach man kalt. Weil immerhin hat er die auch ohne Grund umgebracht. Hi Jess, schön, dass du da bist. Ja, alles gut, Jess, alles gut. Wir haben uns jetzt dazu entschlossen, den abzumurksen, weil der in dem Sinne eine Unschuldige umgebracht hat.
How dare you ask for mercy after attempting an assassination? After revealing your conspiracy to me? You deserve nothing less than death.
I will not go down without a fight.
Ah, willst du jetzt nochmal einen aufs Maul? Grenadierstiefel. Mhm. So. Ah ja. Na, erstmal wieder hier alles einsammeln. So. Ah ja, das Viech hat ja auch noch. Oh, liegt noch eine Falle. Ja, nichts liegen lassen, ne? Mhm. Ah, das Viech hat Goldmünzen, alles klar. Nett. Richtig schön in sich zusammengesackt. Naja.
Hier, nach. She's unconscious. We need to bring her back to her village. She needs to be tended to. But first I'm going to make sure that we haven't forgotten anything. I'll return quickly.
Ach so.
Tia nach. We need to bring her back to her village.
Ja, eingesammelt haben wir ja schon alles.
Is she going to survive?
Yes, she will heal. They were not shooting to kill her. And we are resistant, you know. The bond empowers us. It gives us the vigor of animals, the resilience of trees. It's undoubtedly for that reason that your alliance is so interested in us. Tiernach, he does not mean to harm you. Please, let me... What do you want from me, Ranaikse?
We were manipulated by the Alliance. We had no idea that they sought to capture you. We believed their fable of a miraculous remedy. We killed the man that wounded you. He will hunt you no longer. And their governor will have explaining to do.
I suppose I should thank you for having pulled me from their claws and bringing me here. And to have crushed the life out of a few of these parasites. There is indeed a remedy. But I doubt that I can do anything against this sickness that you describe. I don't know it. And I don't see how I could create a remedy that would heal it.
Perhaps you could try. We are desperate.
This remedy was prepared for a precise purpose. To heal those who escaped the claws of the Alliance. These monsters capture the Sinol Menoi and torture them, bleed them, put things in their veins. Those that do escape are in such agony that our care and comfort are not enough to mend them. That's why I made this remedy. Not for your Malikor. My people have never fallen prey to such sickness.
How can you be so sure? Perhaps it's your tremendous resistance that protects you from the sickness.
Perhaps. Enon mil frictimen protects us all.
Enon mil frictimen?
God of 1,000 faces in your tongue. The one and many who protects us and our island. They and we are tied and bound, as they are tied and bound to you. Their generosity to our people is infinite, but the crimes of the Renaigse enrage it. After all, perhaps your Malikor is their vengeance.
This is strange. The two tracks that we followed have led us to the same name. Enon mil frictimen.
The god of 1,000 faces. But I don't believe he is the origin of your sickness. He protects us. He watches over us.
Precisely. He could have created this sickness out of vengeance, or to weaken the enemies of his people. I don't know. I still think we're missing important pieces of this puzzle. Either way, one thing is certain. If there is something, or someone on this island powerful enough to heal the Malikor, it is certainly him. We need to bring this news back to Constantine. Even if we don't have a remedy yet, he'll be happy to know that we've made progress.
So, die Prüfung des Wassers. Okay, jetzt führen uns die ganzen Dinger bloß noch dahin. Ja, das ist ja nur für das Aufschlagen der Lager. Und das sind die Notizen. Ja, fehlt überall noch ein bisschen was. Na gut. So. Jetzt führen uns beide Sachen wieder nach Neu-Serene zurück. Ja, moin, Owe, schön, dass du da bist. Na, wie geht's dir? So, mal kurz an den Werktisch. Ein paar Elementarfallen herstellen kurz. Und magische Fallen. Ja. Eine Waffe. Ui. Schön. Mhm. Ja, Wahnsinn, nix hat so viel Rüstung, dass du sagen kannst, okay, ich könnte mal was Neues hernehmen. Nö. Schlimm ist das. Ja, das glaube ich dir, Owe, das glaube ich dir. So, jetzt muss ich hier kurz einen manuellen Speicherpunkt setzen. Den. Zack. So. Rein in die gute Stube. Na, dann bin ich ja mal gespannt, was er zum Sagen hat.
Cousin! You have returned. How did things go? Oh, you don't look well. What's happened here? Nothing. Nothing terribly bad in any case. I must have eaten something that's having trouble going through me. Seems to me that this illness has been lingering too long. Who prepares your meals? Are they safe? No one is poisoning me, dear cousin. We are far from court and their customs. It's nothing. Take my word for it. Now then, what do you have to tell me?
Allow me to present Afra, an emissary of the Bridge Alliance. She is an eminent naturalist who studies local flora in an effort to find a remedy.
Your Excellency, it is a great honor.
You were part of Governor Buren's lost expedition, if I've understood correctly, were you not?
Yes, and our research would have borne fruit if it hadn't been so brutally interrupted.
I can only imagine. Nevertheless, you are most welcome. Your great learning will certainly prove useful. I implore you, my dear cousin. Do continue. We are eager to hear your news.
Ja, berichten wir ihm zuerst von dem Heilmittel, da die sagen, oder?
I wanted to inform you of our progress made in the attempt to discover a cure. As you advised, I followed the leads shared by our allies, none of which led anywhere. However, they both pointed in the same direction, towards a sort of god that the natives worship. They call him einen würde, the god of many faces. He is very powerful and protects the island.
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of myth? Even a superstition?
I saw it with my own eyes take shape during a ritual. It is possible that the Malachor is the expression of its vengeance.
In that case, wouldn't it make sense that the colonizers of the island were touched before anyone else?
That would seem logical. I admit that I don't know to what degree he is implicated, if at all. But if anyone knows of a remedy on this island, it is without a doubt einen würde.
Princess, could you shed some light on this being? Is it possible to meet him?
All the Donegada know him. He is the strength, the spirit of Tirfredi. You were looking for a demon or a remedy from plants, so I did not think of him. But yes, he is very powerful and as old as our world. He could surely heal your sickness. But it is not simple to meet him. Impossible, I would think. Though it is not my place to judge, you need to earn the trust of Glendan, the elder of the council. Ask him for his help. He lives in the village of Dorchad Genedu. It is in the heart of our island, at the entrance to our most sacred lands.
Thank you for your help, Princess. I will not forget the numerous services you have provided for us. And thank you, dear cousin, for everything.
Mhm.
My dear cousin, come closer and tell me what brings you. We had a talk with Lady Morange and we explored the ruins that she suggested we visit. All our findings point to one conclusion. Those ruins were originally built by the Congregation of Merchants.
The congregation? Us? But Father never once even hinted. Once again, he must have deemed me unworthy to know the secret. How he must despise me.
Constantine.
We need to learn more. I want to understand. I need to know everything my father has kept from me. This question also concerns you. You look too much like a native for that to be a coincidence. Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here must give us the answers we require. The congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help. We are pitiful sailors.
You were thinking of us. But I assure you that I know nothing of this story.
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed at the captainry surely is. Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn the final chapter of this story.
Very well. Anything else?
Nö.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine. Look out for yourself.
Okay, gut, dann habe ich den Speicherpunkt anscheinend umsonst gesetzt. Na, machen wir doch bei der Prüfung des Wassers gleich weiter, würde ich sagen. Wenn wir da eh schon dran sind. Mal da raus. Ja, eine Kiste zum Looten. Da, das Fass. Das Fass. Noch eine Kiste. Ja, immer her damit. Immer her mit dem Zeug. Ja, haha, habe ich doch gewusst. Fünf Zuschauer, vielen lieben Dank, Leute. Oh, noch mehr. Boom. Ist das gut, wenn die umfliegen. Alter Lederumhang. Ah ja. So. Da liegt noch Pilze. Seltene Sporen. Ah ja. Jo. müssen wir denn hin? Dahin. Ach, da waren wir ja schon mal. Okay, du hast heute mal frei, das ist ja schön. Sonst bist du wirklich die ganze Zeit am Arbeiten. So.
You have returned. The rule is still the same, you know.
I am Siora, daughter of Bladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mal of the Red Spears, was a member of the council.
All here remember, and the Vorsht Tirsay. She was a courageous Mal, but you are not yet Mal in her stead, and you do not carry her seal. I am sorry, Siora. I cannot allow you to enter.
I beg your pardon. I did not know.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell the Elder of the Council that I request an audience.
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. Times are difficult, and his time is precious. He only accepts to meet the members of the Council or their representatives.
How can I prove that I am the representative of one of them?
If you are a trusted friend of a council member, he will give you his seal, and we would know it. I will then be glad to allow you to enter. You would be the first Renaigse to obtain such an honor.
I will return later.
If you have a seal, you will be welcome. If not, you are wasting your time and mine.
Warte darauf, ja wie jetzt? Soll ich jetzt da stehen bleiben und warten oder wie oder was oder? Das ist doch doof. Owe, du bist doch verrückt, hey. In 4,5 Monaten der 3. Tag frei, hey. Du bist doch verrückt. Wartet darauf, dass du ein Mitglied des Rates triffst, das dir helfen würde. Da wäre ich jetzt nicht ganz schlau draus. Was? Oh, umschalten. Das zeigt dir wirklich gar nichts an. Also das ist einmal eine Seltenheit, dass wirklich gar nichts angezeigt wird. Ja, dann kommen wir hier jetzt erstmal nicht weiter.
schade. Naja, die Betonung ist auf YouTube frei, ja. Schon klar. Ja. Nein. Wenn man es gerne macht, dann ist ja kein Problem normal. Würde ich sagen. Ja, dann quatschen wir mal mit der hier.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've explored many ruins on this island, ruins that after careful scrutiny were built by the congregation. In one of them we found a journal that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions, questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him about it.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
Na, war doch klar. Eine Hand wäscht die
I need to
andere.
be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Ja, Peaceful, du machst auch viel zu viel. Hm? Anscheinend. Musst ja auch mal einen Tag frei nehmen. So. Naja, dann müssen wir jetzt wahrscheinlich ins... Da ist wieder was zum Plündern. Dann müssen wir jetzt in den Wohnsitz zurück. Wo war jetzt der hier? Ah ja, da lang. Ja, die kommen so schnell übersenken, die Dinger, hey, das ist Wahnsinn. Ah, halt doch die Klappe. Ja, das gilt für euch beide. Ihr müsst mal ein bisschen weniger machen hier. Ja, müsst ihr mal an euch denken. Nicht immer nur an die anderen. Hm? Wo ist denn der Gute? Hä? Hä? Ah! Mein Gott! Nee, das soll kein Rausschmiss sein. Oh mein Gott. Ja, wenn ihr das gerne macht, ist ja in Ordnung und schön. Und wenn ihr Pause zwischendurch drin auch habt, ist es ja auch gut. Nee, der wird da drin angezeigt. Hm. Mensch, Peaceful, du weißt genau, wie das gemeint ist. Ach, da steht er ja.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what we found in those ruins. She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering questions on the subject.
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans. I suppose that she wants something in exchange.
Effectively. She told me that her men posted at San Mateus met with some problems, and she advised me to speak to you. Does that make sense?
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. Or rather, who. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Thélème, and refuse to express their faith openly. It is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will need to speak with those on Thélème lands. And of course, seek out the Bishop Domitius.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Ich sage jetzt nichts mehr zu dem Thema. Ihr bleibt da. So. Punkt. Das habt ihr jetzt davon. Dann gönn dir, Peaceful, gönn dir. Oh, geht's doch weg, echt. Dass diese blöden NPCs immer im Weg stehen müssen. Schlimm ist es. Ja, das ist schlecht Peaceful, wenn keine da sind. Ah, da wollen wieder ein paar was auf die Fresse. Zack. Zack. Na, ja, ja. Geh nur, geh nur. Geh nur, geh nur. Zack. So, schleich mal dem da hinterher. Und zack.
Okay, gut. Okay. Boom. Achso, das war gar nicht die Falle. Schade. Schade. Oder? Ne, war doch nicht die Falle. Hattest du gestern Geburtstag, Owe? Falls wegen der Schaumkusstorte, meine ich. Oder war die einfach nur so? Naja, muss auch mal sein. Das muss auch mal sein, so zwischendurch. So. Hm. Ah, den müssen wir auch noch befragen. Nur dann machen wir das zuerst. Ach so, Owe, ja dann hast du noch ein bisschen Zeit. Oh ja, jetzt ein schönes Eis, ja, das wäre jetzt was Schönes. Das gönne ich mir nach dem Stream dann. So, wo ist denn der Gute? Oben. Na, da steht er ja schon.
What do you want from me, my son?
Sir de Sardet, emissary of the congregation.
Ah, the congregation still has the uncanny gift of surprising us. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Ordo Luminous on the island. What can I do for you?
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. And of course the pagan Nauts would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature, just like the sorcery used by the natives. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the blood plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin, calling upon various cursed rituals. It's as simple as day. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Wie? Wer kommt vorbei? Bei wem? Ja, das ist schlecht, Peaceful, wenn das Vanilleeis fehlt. Keine Schaumküste, kein Vanilleeis. Ja, muss man beim nächsten Mal mit einkaufen. So. Jetzt erstmal wieder raus hier. Jung. Ach so, ihr kommt's vorbei. Okay, gut. Ja, dann macht's euch mal auf den Weg. Ich weiß ja nicht, wo du wohnst, Owe, aber Peaceful, die wird eine Weile brauchen. So. Okay, Owe, du wirst auch eine Weile brauchen, befürchte ich. Bin ich jetzt richtig gegangen? Ich hoffe mal. Ja, ich weiß jetzt nicht genau, wie weit Flensburg von mir weg ist, aber ja, ich glaube, das könnte so ähnlich weit sein wie bei dir, wenn nicht sogar weiter, Peaceful.
Hello, sir. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. De Sardet. Your admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here. What might I do for you?
Your admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Teleme. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Burning me? Then two of my men up and disappeared, and I do not believe in coincidence. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my men. I implore you. More questions?
Nach Bayern und da nach Ingolstadt. Wenn dir das was sagt, Owe.
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fears concerning the Nauts.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and sees evil wherever he gazes.
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
Ja, dann macht's euch mal auf den Weg. Ich weiß ja nicht, wie lange ihr dafür braucht, aber naja. Bis Mitternacht wird's es schon schaffen. Und dann gönnen wir uns ein Eis.
Thanks. I've got everything I need. The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Nort's secrets. But the documents at the Harbor Master's office may teach us something new. If we can stay discreet.
Mhm. Unauffällig bleiben. Weil ich das ja so gut kann. Naja. Hm. Moment. Ich glaube, ich habe noch so eine Rüstung von denen in meiner Truhe. Mhm, da sind wir richtig. Nö, will nicht. Lass mir nichts aufschwatzen hier. Da. Wo ist es denn? Nee. Ja genau, der müsste es sein. Okay, Owe. Ja, dann Freising ist noch ein Stückchen weiter, also dann weißt du ja ungefähr, wie lang du unterwegs bist. Geht's da weiter? Oder ist das eine Sackgasse? Ne, das ist eine Sackgasse. Aber eine Kiste. Nö. Ich lass mir nichts aufschwatzen hier. Mann, diese Marktschreier immer. So. Jetzt mal kurz die Rüstung wechseln. Wünscht's mir Glück, dass das klappt. Schauen wir mal. Nö. Hier sind wir, glaube ich, falsch. Also sowas von falsch. Falscher geht's gar nicht. Naja, ein bisschen was zum Einsammeln zumindest. Oder kommen wir da rüber? Nö. Einfach nur ein sinnloser Balkon. Naja, was soll's. Was soll's? Wo wollt's? Hä?
Hilfe. Wo komme ich hier raus? Da. Wie komme ich jetzt da weiter? Ja, da geht's nicht drüber, sonst wäre da weiß Markierung da. Ah, da. Kantenmarker, ich sag's doch. Steht hier einer? Hilfe. Hilfe. Da muss ich kurz speichern. Rein nur aus Panik, ne? Ne, eigentlich ist es ja wurscht, ne? Naja, egal. Ja. Yeah. Mann! So. Rein theoretisch, weil ich ja die Rüstung von denen anhab, sollten die mir nichts machen. Ha! Funktioniert. Ich wusste es doch. Ich wusste es. Es funktioniert. Hm. Ich weiß nicht. Ach komm. Soll der Geiz. Da hinten im Büro drin wahrscheinlich. Ja. Das sieht gut aus. Befehl aus dem Hafenamt. Jawohl.
This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Naughts are hiding from us.
Ja, dann. Dann wissen wir ja Bescheid. So. Nee. Kleider machen Leute, oder? Heißt es doch immer so schön. Na, da hinten. Da hinten. So. Das Viertel ist echt groß, ey. Ne, ist ein er. Ach, da ist noch was. Oh, so viele Kisten. Mann. So, dann hoffen wir mal, dass das jetzt wieder so glatt läuft wie gerade eben. Oha. Da hat schon jemand ein paar ausgenockt hier. Kann aber natürlich auch sein, dass das für die andere Quest ist.
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
It looks like a sort of astrolabe, but it seems that they are more sophisticated than the ones I know. It's fascinating.
Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments.
Ja, da die Asung. Notizen der Admiralen. Mhm. Interessant, interessant.
These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
Alles klar, Peaceful. Danke, dass du da warst.
And that? It looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
I believe that the other instrument there is a barometer. I've heard people speak of them, but have never seen one.
These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. Nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science. And I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Naught's secrets get the best of him.
Ja. Ja. Untersuchen wir mal jetzt das Verschwinden.
The Ordo Luminous was completely wrong. We must find these missing Naughts.
Was haben wir hier hinten? Ah. Ja, dann suchen wir mal. Na, wahrscheinlich müssen wir da mit denen reden.
Good day. I'm looking for several sailors. Some Naughts that disappeared a few days ago.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. But I did hear talk like everyone else on the port, but that's all. You should ask the Mage Inquisitors who have taken up lodgings here of late. They must have certainly seen something. We see them everywhere, and they spend their time spying on all that moves, especially eyeing all that the Naughts are up to.
And what do these Mage Inquisitors look like?
They wear a very peculiar symbol.
We cannot question all the Inquisitors roaming around the island. Especially considering what we've learned from Domitius. They must be doing everything in their power to discover the Naught's secrets.
Good day. I'm looking for 2 men, Nauts, that went missing a few days ago. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of fact, I do. 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having a conversation with a sailor. A nice fellow. He was telling these stories. He was drinking hard. He went outside for a moment to... you can imagine. And well, he never came back. He wasn't that drunk to have passed out. If it were that, we would have found him. No. Something happened to him. That's a fact. But I would be at a loss to tell you what.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go. If we find Inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here.
Okay. Na dann. Wollen wir mal. Ne. Aber ich glaube, jetzt können wir die Rüstung wieder ändern. So.
We're approaching the tavern.
If you hope to hear some secrets, maybe we should be a little more discreet.
You again. Why am I not surprised to see you implicated in this story of surveillance?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
A witness told me that you and others of your order seem to be spying on all comings and goings in the port. 2 Nauts were captured not long ago. You had to have seen something.
You are mistaken, my son. You've been misinformed.
You know I have Mother Cardinal's ear. Is she aware of your initiatives?
I do not appreciate this attempt at intimidation. But very well. Since you insist, these Nauts were arrested. We were forced to interrogate them to bring to light their pagan rituals.
It wasn't a sanctioned arrest, was it?
No. The Mother Cardinal is not aware. Not yet. But as soon as we have succeeded in making them talk and they have confessed their heresy, she...
Of course. Where did you take them?
The Coin Guard has lent us their jails and some men. We do not normally like to call upon the services of these brutes, but we have need of their skills and discretion.
These Inquisitors really don't realize the consequences of their actions. We will have to proceed with caution.
What? Immer dasselbe mit der Religion. So, müssen wir glaube ich in den Keller.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and
Nö.
gentlemen.
Da sind wir falsch.
Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice.
Ah, hier sind wir richtig.
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
And if I gave you this, so that you might go and have a little fun?
In that case, I could certainly look the other way for a while, but be discreet.
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malachor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort of wickedness.
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, they did this to us. It doesn't bode well. Not at all. I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll learn something there of interest. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be able to make it back to port on our own.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification before they can execute their plan. Taking into consideration what we learned in the warehouse, it will not be difficult to convince the Mother Cardinal to intervene.
So. Leute befreit, alle sind glücklich. Aber nö. Ja, ja. Finden wir schon, finden wir schon. Ja. Hier? Nö, total falsch. Voll in die Sackgasse rein. Das ist aber auch schwierig, ey, sich dort zurechtzufinden. Servus, Marco, schön, dass du da bist. Hier sind wir richtig. So. Freunde der Sonne. Jetzt fühlen wir euch mal auf den Zahn. Ah, ne. Hier drin nicht. Ist hier drin was? Nö. Sieht nicht so aus. Ui. Na, das war jetzt nicht geplant. Ja, genau, es ist Obst im Haus.
Na? Liegt hier denn kein Material rum, was man verwenden kann gegen die? Ah, hier ist noch eine Tür. Ah ja. Folterwerkzeug. Da haben wir es ja. Mhm. Mhm.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
Ja. Jetzt geht's dem an den Kragen. Ja, ja. Jetzt rollen Köpfe. Ah ja, Reinhold. Du ein Chemiker. Ah ja.
Yes? I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
Tja. Womit fangen wir denn an?
You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears his order's accusations concerning the Nauts. According to him, they practice a religion close to those of the natives and use a nature-drawn magic. They would also be implicated, therefore, in the appearance of the Malachor.
That is an extremely serious accusation.
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no proof other than the Nauts' tradition of secrecy. But these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme actions, risking the fragile peace of the island.
Ja, Marco, alles top soweit. Und bei dir?
The Ordo Luminis captured several Nauts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. They obtained nothing. If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Is this true, Domitius?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the evil. I would have never allowed such a plan.
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear testimony. Following up on the accusations of Bishop Domitius, I wanted to verify for myself what this was all about. I went to take a look at their storerooms and saw what they contained. There were neither idols nor objects of any ritual, nor even anything magical, and absolutely nothing that could be attributed to the origin of the Malachor. I found nothing but measuring instruments and diverse navigational machines. I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack, a great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naut building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Nauts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. going after the Nords. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
Jawohl. Ja, das passt, Marco. Ja, endlich wieder Sonne, ja. Gott sei Dank. So. Jetzt müssen wir zu der Admiralin zurück. Na, da können wir einfach Schnellreise hinmachen. So. Ah, heute. Zuerst zerlegen wir das Zeug noch. Weg damit. Was haben wir hier? Rein theoretisch müsste die stärker sein. Naja, die Beuten verbessern. Naja, kann ich nicht. Brauche ich einen Schmied. Ja, den weg. Auch weg. 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 So. Oh. Ich wollte doch Schnellreise machen. Mann, Mann, Mann. Na? Oh. Ja, manchmal echt ein Graus. Oh.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in San Mateos. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminous. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies, we transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature. and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Fredee was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander. But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
Alles klar, Owe. Dann viel Spaß bei Resi.
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
I understand you may be sad because you were lied to. But do not be sad about who you are. We are a proud people. And I am glad to know that you are one of us.
Ah ja, jetzt sind wir auch einer von denen, hey. Das ist ja wieder Wahnsinn. Ne. Da geht's immer noch nicht weiter in dem Sinne. Ja, da schauen wir mal kurz hin. Hey Sasuke, schön, dass du da bist. Na, wie geht's dir so? Oder geht es erst dann weiter, da wenn die andere Hauptstory fertig ist oder weitergemacht ist? Naja, dann machen wir halt die andere weiter. Ist doch wurscht. Ja, mir geht's auch gut soweit.
Ja, ich habe die ganze Zeit Panik, dass ich dort irgendwas, dass ich irgendwas verpassen tue, wenn ich dort die Entscheidung falsch fälle. Also so ewig lang die Quest.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters, like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see. I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me. Constantine. There is a chance that he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I'm dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Cousin, I don't...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day.
Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little time and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. Definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No. We must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where to find your conspirators?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off the heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now.
Hi Susi, schön, dass du da bist. Na, wie geht's dir?
We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirange.
We must hurry before the guard can act.
Ah ja, genau, das ist die Quest. Oh. Der eine ist oben, der andere ist unten. Na, dann gehen wir zuerst weiter nach oben.
Lord de Cossillon! The Coin Guard tried to assassinate my cousin and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all of this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
Okay. Jetzt müssen wir in den Keller.
Let's see how you use your weapon.
Oh, Level 30. Schön. Da war die Treppe, glaube ich. Einen Punkt haben wir, aber den sparen wir uns auf. Für Granaten oder gesalbte Waffen, je nachdem. Da ist die Treppe. Zack. Zack.
To my help. And death to the other.
Boom.
Move away. These are about to get dicey. Close.
Na. Ach, Waffe ziehen wollte ich doch gar nicht. Ich brauche die Karte. Ja, genau. Hier durch. Ihr steht einfach nur da und macht's nix. Schön. Sehr schön. Ja, genau. Der 12-Stunden-Stream, der war für ihn anscheinend gestern zu viel. Hey. Ah, da liegt auch noch. Liegen sogar zwei. Haben wir alles? Ich glaube schon. Wer ist hier? Sammeln wir zuerst noch den ein.
Lord Minister! The Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
The Guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you.
Ja, natürlich geht's mir gut, Schatzilein. Ich hoffe, dir geht's auch soweit gut. Oh! Dass die immer aus dem Nix auftauchen müssen. Verdammt nochmal. Genau. Ja, das hört sich gut an, Susi. Das hört sich gut an. Ein bisschen Entspannung könnte ich auch mal wieder vertragen. Zack, zack. Zack. Halt. Hier, bitte einmal reintreten. Einmal reintreten, sag ich. Oh. Gemeinheit. Okay. Sag mal. Na, komm. Ich wohne in der Nähe von Ingolstadt, Susi. Und ja, bloß weil ich 2 Wochen zu Hause bin, heißt es ja noch lange nicht, dass ich mich da entspannen tue. Weil so langsam wird's anstrengend, nämlich. Wenn man wirklich nur zu Hause sitzen kann. Oder nicht hin. Sind wir hier richtig, ja, sind wir. Ja, die ersten 1,5 Wochen gehen ja, Owe, aber dann wird's anstrengend. Weil du wirklich gar nicht mehr weißt, was du machen sollst zu Hause.
We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone sick who is dear to me, and the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well. I promise to stay here, obediently awaiting your return.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself. You are dear to me as well.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our lives.
You will be safe here.
Thank you, my friend. I will never forget what you've done for me.
Ja genau, Hauptsache die Tankstelle hat offen, genau. So, jetzt müssen wir raus hier. Die anderen warnen. Aber okay, die eine ist, also eigentlich, also anscheinend bin ich da schon zu gut mit dem befreundet, mit dem Kurt. Weil normalerweise, er hat es ja auch gesagt, normalerweise hätte er uns töten sollen. Da war ich schon wieder zu voreilig. So. Wo sind die? Okay. Na, machen wir das zuerst. Kiste. Das muss natürlich sein. Kisten aufmachen. Da kann die Krise noch so groß sein. Die Kisten müssen geöffnet werden.
Lady Morange, make ready to depart. We cannot remain here.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided to take control of the Isle. They plan to overthrow the governors. They were set on assassinating Constantine and his entire entourage.
The idiots!
You are in danger. Do you know a safe place where we could take you?
Don't worry about me. I have friends here. They will hide me. Go! And do be careful.
Okay. Boom. Wenn sie nur immer alle so freiwillig in die Fallen treten dann. So, gehen wir jetzt da lang, warnen den und dann gehen wir zu dem anderen hin. Da steht er ja.
Make preparations to leave. I have a message to communicate immediately to the governor of San Mateus. You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the Coin Guard is preparing a coup d'etat. Her life and those of her entourage are in grave danger.
Very well, Your Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
Okay. Oh, da stehen schon wieder welche. Aber die stehen uns im Weg. Na dann machen wir sie weg. Zack. Oh. Na komm, nochmal, nochmal. Boom. Oh, Trophäe erhalten. Hinterlistig. Schön. Zack, weg mit dir. Und du. Und nochmal. Und nochmal. Und weg mit dir. Hä? Noch einer. So. Noch irgendeiner? Nö.
Now is not the time.
Oh, die nächsten. So geht's her. Zack, 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 weg mit dir. Und du auch noch. Komm. Weg mit dir. Weg mit dir. Und dir auch.
Now is not the time.
Oh, jetzt wird das Inventar schon wieder voll, hey. Verdammt nochmal.
Now is not the time.
Was denn? Wofür ist nicht die Zeit? Zum Looten ist immer Zeit. Solange kein Timer läuft, ist für alles Zeit.
Messenger, be ready to leave at once. You must warn the governor of ERHEBT that a conspiracy is underway targeting him.
It's just that I can't leave the city just yet.
What are you talking about? The order comes from the governor. What more do you need?
It's just that I was told if I left the city today, it would cost me my life.
Who said that? The commander's men, I suppose?
I don't really know, but they were heavily armed and they pay very well.
And so you are prepared to betray your prince and country for a few coins? Don't you understand that the reason I am standing before you is because the guard failed to take this city? Do you know the punishment reserved for traitors?
Very well, Excellency. I'll leave immediately. The commander must be in his
Geht's
upstairs
doch.
quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards' secondary activities. In the basement.
I see. Our priority should still be to stop Torsten. We'll worry about the others later.
Müssen wir doch da rein. Und eine Kiste habe ich übersehen. Verdammt. Na, was war das? Ne. Oben sind die Rekruten. Wieso machen die mir nichts? Okay. Was? Ja, ja, die Leutnants festnehmen, schon klar. Was? So, wir sind nach oben. Oder? Bin ich richtig? Ja, ich bin richtig. Also ist jetzt wichtiger erst einmal.
What are you doing here? Who let you in? I demand an explanation.
It seems that your men are a little distracted this evening, Lieutenant. It is understandable, with all that's been going on. You are under arrest, as well as your commander.
But what is this? I recognize you. You're the governor's emissary. And Kurt, you had your orders.
Sorry, but forced to betray someone, I decided it would be the less likable of the lot.
Traitor. Soldiers, ready weapons.
To my help! And death to the others!
Es hätte nicht so weit kommen müssen. Aber ihr habt es gehört, er wollte es nicht anders. Nebenquest. Oh. Hoppala. Nö. Gehen wir hier weiter.
Shit. We've arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers.
Oh, Kiste. Was? Schlossknacken Level 3 haben wir. Oh, falsche Taste. Oh, was Gescheites drin? Naja, nicht wirklich. Nicht wirklich. Ah, ist das belastend.
Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
than is a snake, but he's clever. Apparently, he suspected I would refuse to follow his orders.
He must have been told about our attack on the ghost camp and drew his own conclusions. He knew you better than you thought he did.
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of.
No, doggy hier. Wow.
Come here, you pathetic dog!
Jawohl.
The game is over for you, Commander.
Ah, gescheiterter Putsch. Jetzt sind wir hier unten. Das läuft ja. Oha.
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Yes. I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. As for you, my dear cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
I was told that you were able to catch the commander before he got away.
Barely, but alas, his lieutenants managed to escape.
I care little for the underlings. The commander will pay for all of them. Do you happen to know the punishment we practice for treason? Oh yes, I remember now. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right, I'm listening.
I'm always suffering, cousin. I'm in such terrible pain and we're yet to discover a cure. Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
If I may, Your Highness, we have the best physicians in the world. It shouldn't stop Father Petrus from praying for a miracle. It can't do any harm.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Telemea pray for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went. If this healer is as skilled as our pretty little sapling here says, then we need to see him right away.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.
So. Nett. Ich denke mal, wir machen die dann als nächstes. Aber ich würde mal sagen, für heute war's das. Ja, haben wir ziemlich viel Story jetzt erlebt. Der Vetter oder Cousin oder wie auch immer man sagen will, der leidet an der Krankheit und jetzt müssen wir mal gucken, dass wir da seine Schmerzen das nächste Mal ein bisschen lindern. Und ja, von meiner Seite her wünsche ich euch allen noch einen schönen Abend. Bleibt gesund. Ich werde heute haben wir Montag. Ja, mal gucken, ob ich morgen weitermache oder ob ich am Mittwoch erst weitermache dann. Das entscheide ich ganz spontan. Und ja, schaut gerne bei euch untereinander vorbei, ob jetzt bei Peaceful, bei Reinhold, beim Suche natürlich auch. Der ist, glaube ich, jetzt gerade im Moment live. Und ja, ich würde dann sagen, bis zum nächsten Mal, wenn wir wieder hier auf der Insel unterwegs sind. Also schönen Abend euch allen noch und danke, dass ihr so zahlreich da wart. Servus und ciao.